You know, I really hate that I'm doing this again, but it just needs to be said. Because I'm going to tell you like I tell my kids. Sometimes y'all need to just shut up and listen. And that is the problem with a lot of young people today. They don't want to listen. And I'm not saying that your conversations are not valid. But what I'm saying is you have to listen first before you run your mouth. That's why you got two ears and one mouth. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, y'all. What's up with you? I watched this Claressa Shields beef again because there were some things on the internet concerning her that I never even saw before. You know, and I do like her, but I don't follow people like that. I mean, and there were some things that just showed me her nasty behavior that I think needs to be checked. And you can't represent a lot of people that consider themselves, how do I say this? Consider themselves not having to represent the hood everywhere they go. There are some people who are classy, who might have come from the hood, you know, but the hood ain't all they represent, okay? Because I don't know nothing glamorous, really, about the hood. We've lost the camaraderie that was once there, if it was ever there. So I don't understand why it is such a problem for a lot of y'all to understand what the difference of having class and not having class is. And when I saw Claressa said that when the guy, she's been calling out all these male fighters, knowing just biologically men are just stronger than women. It might be an exception to a rule, okay? But as a whole, men are stronger. And now, especially if you're talking about a male fighter, so now you done called out all these dudes. Then you had somebody knock your ass down. And then you talking about you ran outside to get your knife? What the? And y'all think that's class? For those of y'all who saying it's older people hating on the younger people, what the hell is this? Nobody. I don't want my grandkids to see nobody acting like that to represent her. You shouldn't have asked for that type of shit. If you didn't, there's a consequence and a chance that you might get knocked on your butt. Okay, but this right here, I'm just gonna be quiet for a minute and let you listen to this, and then I'll comment.
I really did not want to have to respond to this video because I am not into tearing another black woman down.
Yes, you are.
This is just another example of the older hating on the youth. So now I want to come and set the record straight on what really happened, how our beef started, and how we got here today. So let's take it back to the beginning.
The older hating on the youth.
16-year-old Claressa Shields from Flint, Michigan, fighting her way to the Olympics to represent her country. Now, for those who don't know, around this time, I was relatively unknown. I was a diamond in the rough. Mary Spencer was 3-time world champion. She is from Canada. Me and Mary Spencer met up at the Continental Championships to face off. And oh, did I put a whooping on Mary Spencer. For those who don't know, the World Championships and the amateurs come around every 2 years, where all the countries in the world meet at the World Championships, and you have to fight 5 to 6 days back to back to become world champion and hold a gold medal. Mary Spencer did that 6 years in a row. I relatively unknown, at the age of 16, beat Mary Spencer on the point system 17 points to 34. After that, interviews flooded in from all over.
One of them is boxer Claressa Shields. She just finished her junior year at Flint Northwestern, and while her classmates...
Okay, stop. Claressa, I honor that. I honor you for accomplishing that. That's a good feat, honey. Very good. But how does that turn into your obsession with Layla Ali? Because that's all it is at this point. And if nobody set you down and told you, I'm going to say some things that you don't like and that you're going to have a problem with. But I need to say it. Not because I don't like you, but because I do. And I don't want you to see it to become an embarrassment. Because, first of all, when you made that comment, pretty little Layla Ali, or however you said it, it didn't do nothing but reek of jealousy. All it did was just show how freaking jealous. She's light-skinned. We all know that you got a problem there. Listen, you need some work. For real, for real. And I'm not saying this in no disrespectful way. I'm saying this in a way that you need to check yourself. Then your boyfriend, this man that's old enough to be your father, pretty much, is sitting there allowing you to just hang yourself and make majority of people not like you. Okay? Because battle between you and Layla just hurt. Like she said, it's her face that's on the title belts. Layla has class. She's not going to act like that under no circumstance. And I'm not saying that to minimize you, but when I put it together, your hatred, and you say all the light-skinned girls hate you, and they all red bones, is that how you said it? And then you turn around, and the way you said it, the lovely Miss Layla Ali, the Miss Pretty, ever so pretty Layla Ali, and then you go and get her nephew. I'm really disappointed. I'm very disappointed. And then you turn around and got the nerve, you and your followers think that draws people to you. Your personality is ugly. And you need to learn some class from Layla Ali, if anything. And I'm not saying that Layla has done everything right and, she's just a perfect. But what I'm saying is, she was a good role model and example for boxing. And not only that, her father is the greatest boxer that ever lived. Her father represents so much more than boxing. And anytime you're dealing with an Ali, because you went and got her nephew, you thought he was going to shit on his aunt? Because you got Khalila saying those things about this girl, because she not mad at her, she mad at her mama. But then you going to play on that, and you sitting up there with somebody else's husband? You sitting up there with Papoose, which is Remy Ma's husband, at the end of the day, and you running around with somebody's husband, and you bold with it. Not only do you not have no respect for the institution of marriage, you don't got no respect for yourself. That's where I'm at with it. And is it a generational thing that a lot of young people in this generation don't believe in marriage? Fine. But that don't mean you go and disrespect somebody else's. If you don't believe in the institution of marriage, you don't understand what a family comes under and what a family means. That's why we got a scattered society, a scattered community. Because you don't even respect the foundations of the institutions that make us build, especially marriage. So, and I'm not saying that to say that everybody has to get married. But what I am saying is if somebody is married and they trying to talk to me, they should be divorced from whoever they married to. Because that's class. That's respecting the institution. I can't teach you that. It should have been taught to you a long time ago. You don't let nobody's husband wipe out a cow when he can have the milk for free. And so since he got a wife, no matter what problems they having, for better or for worse, you shouldn't have brought your ass over there and allowed him to now have a relationship with you and can't even tell you when you're going wrong, and he's 17 years your elder. I don't respect that at all. And any of y'all do, y'all part of the problem. Really. Claressa is a good fighter. Nothing wrong, that's not where but there's nothing wrong with somebody correcting your behavior and what you're doing. And before it gets too far gone. You can take it or leave it alone. And I'll see you in the next video.